Yes, let me do it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live as a champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wrestling with Savage. We're going to get into it tonight. AEW, Dynamite, we had Rampage, we had Collision. A lot going on, and of course, everybody's been talking about Rock and Roman Reigns. And honestly, people need to calm down and let the story finish. Let the story be what it's supposed to be. I think they're going to do a really good job telling this story. So let's not worry too much about Rock and Roman Reigns. We're going to get right into AEW Dynamite here. AEW Dynamite was, honestly, I had a good time tonight. We got Jay live in this show now. What's going on, buddy?
I'm ready to wrap the show up. I'm ready to fly to Vegas, just where everybody's at. That's where the party's at. That's where Jay's going.
We're going to do some live breaking news this time, and basically I'll read off, and then, Jay, give me your reaction, or if you know any inside information with your people.
Already, I'm making a face right now just looking at this.
Jack Perry faces potential real-life backstage showdown with angry indie star. Jay, what do you think about this?
I think it's a hole full of baloney. That's what I think about it.
You think it's absolutely baloney?
Nobody cares.
I don't know. I don't know, but I wouldn't pick on too many people backstage unless you can defend yourself. Maybe he can. I don't know. But I guess we'll stay tuned and see if anything else develops from that story. AEW excluded from ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery's joint streaming sports service. That's a pretty big announcement, Jay.
Why is everybody surprised? This ain't a major sport, AEW. Come on now.
Mercedes Monae drops a very cryptic tweet about executing a vision amid AEW debut rumors. Interesting. Why do I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of people join AEW on that same day? Maybe a faction. I think they're making it about like a faction. Can you see that with Mercedes Monae in AEW? Like her coming in with a big group of people?
No. She's a star. She needs to come by herself. I don't think she needs a group of people. But I will say this, I am disappointed at whoever runs AEW social media and whoever runs social media of TD Garden over there in Boston. They gave this away. I truly feel they gave it away. I was reading about this in the afternoon. Come on, from what we saw tonight, which we'll talk about, it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're going to get in there.
Why would she come with a group of people? She's a star. She needs to come by herself. She proved it in New Japan.
Maybe she's gonna come and do some New World Order kind of shit. Maybe I don't know.
You can't do that with the lack of AEW women's roster that we have. Let's face it, we really have nobody. That's why we put Deonna Purrazzo up so fast against Storm, because we're running out of people.
Yeah, Jim Ross maintains high spirits post surgery for his cancer treatment. Prayers out to Jim Ross. Hopefully he comes back to WWE to finish his career.
I can't take any more news like this. It's horrible. Like 2 weeks we're losing greats. I don't want to lose another.
Dustin Rhodes says he's proud to shape the next stars in AEW, and I got to agree with that, man. I think he's the perfect man for that job, Jay. I think
but you have to
perfect man for this job.
You have to make a decision in your life. You want to do this, or do you want to keep grinding? Like, let's face it, you had your time, you had your run. It's time to help the new stars. And if this is your main mission statement here,
honestly, I'm a little shocked.
Let's get off TV.
I'm a little shocked with how big Cody's name is right now. Wouldn't it make sense to you to let this man go on a run? Maybe he's the one to beat Samoa Joe out of nowhere. Underdog story. Would you be cool with something like that?
No, but I get it. I get why you think like that and everybody else may think like that. But come on, let's face it.
Well, not just because of Cody, but because he's a legend too, and he never was world champion on WWE.
But think about it like this. You know, he had plenty of decisions to go elsewhere to another rival during his run. Yeah. So let's not just be like, oh my God, you know, he deserves this, he deserves that.
Savage wants to come out, man. Savage wants to come out.
I feel different about it. I think you have to basically pick: do you want to be an active wrestler, or do you want to be backstage coaching?
No, I agree with you on that one, and I think his time. I think his time is coming to an end in like another year or two, let's say. But for me,
ended 2 years ago.
Oh, that's not very nice. Why? We got guys. He's still putting on great matches. What are you talking about?
Well, how many matches did he throw in the last 2 years? I bet you it was
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So what?
So what?
Yeah. Who are you? Who do you think you are?
Nobody. He's Rhodes. He's somebody.
So he can do whatever he wants. He can wrestle. He can train.
Do whatever he wants. You can't do both.
He absolutely can.
How are you going to pull your full potential?
How are you supposed to teach people by just talking? You need to be able to go out there and show them so that you could say, you saw that, you saw how I did that. That's how you do that.
This weekend, if he goes out there and wrestles, he doesn't wrestle. He trains the next generation of stars.
Dude, it's his career. It's his choice how he wants to finish it out. You have no right to tell this man how to finish his career.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it from what we saw tonight. A lot of people's careers are over. And we'll get into that.
Listen, Jay, that may be true, but the point is,
don't get me started on Jericho right now.
Listen, you're gonna get your piece on Jericho. You're gonna get your chance to talk about Jericho. To me, listen, in my opinion, Dustin Rhodes, I would not mind seeing him have one AEW World Championship run, whether it's him beating Joe or the next guy. I would be for it. Telling you right now. AEW announces massive price drop off the Fight Forever video game, and obviously no shit, Sherlock. Of course they're offering a discount because nobody's buying this shit. No, I think it's free on Xbox. I think it's free on Xbox Game Pass.
I could probably get it on PlayStation Premium.
Max Caster name drops Vince McMahon during a pre-match promo and an indie wrestling event. Hey, listen, I got a ring signed by Max Caster where he wrote on it, "Fuck Vince."
Hold the hell up. Somebody said in the chat, Y2J is doing good. Did you know what he did tonight? Or
hey, calm down.
Save your comments for later. We'll get into that.
Calm down about Y2J, man, all right? Also, Max Caster's father passed away. He was a big NFL superstar. So my condolences out to Max Caster, bro. Yeah, we're losing a lot of legends over here, man. So rest in peace to him and condolences to the family. I don't want to skip Mr. Mark Henry. Mark Henry shares excitement over his sons. Basically, he elected to go to Oklahoma, and he's going to kill it over there because this kid's a little beast. I've seen him. He's a monster. So good luck to him. Congratulations to the Mark Henry family. That's awesome to hear and see. Ricky Starks wants to be AEW World Champion. And we'll talk about Ricky Starks, obviously, at the end of the night because he's in the main event.
Yes, plenty of chances in Fight Forever. Plenty of chances.
Kevin Nash wants AEW to hire Vince Russo. Please.
I agree.
And no.
I agree. They need it. They need it. Tell me 5 good stories that's going on right now. You can't
name more than 6 good stories that Vince Russo came up with.
I don't even have one story I can mention that's good right now. Okay. We need him. Bring him.
I don't think we need
a personal advisor or something.
All right, let's get into the crap. Let's get this shit out of the way, all right? Private Party loses to Top Flight on Rampage.
What a shocker there.
Ricky Starks and Big Bill defeat Dark Order. I was going to call him Big Bull for a second. Willow Nightingale versus Queen Amanada. And, of course, Willow Nightingale is going to win that matchup. Mystico and Dorada, Hechicero, and Volador Jr. I'm probably butchering that. They beat these guys up, and they got the win on Rampage. And this was the main event of Rampage. And, these guys were featured a lot tonight, too, which we're going to get into that. Here's some photos. Here's some photos from the night of Rampage. If anybody cares to see, I'll put them full screen. You know, we'll go through them one time. We got private part. Do you care? You want to see these?
No, I don't. But people do in the Savage Kingdom care.
All right, well, we're going to show the Savage Kingdom, even though I don't care to see these pictures, although I do like seeing Big Bill looking good. He's out there kicking ass.
Look good tonight.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. I think Queen Aminata's looking good too, right? She's been killing it.
Yeah.
Willow Nightingale she's getting treated correctly. I like the way they're building her up, and I like how they have Hathaway with her now, and Statlander's there too. So what, he's going, what's his name, Stokely? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what they're doing with this guy. They love him though. Look at him. He's happy.
Now he's a face. I don't get it. Whatever.
The hell's going on here? The hell is going on? Matt Bourne over there. Look at Matt Bourne going in. And that would finish off your Rampage. And we'll move on to Collision, where you had Christian Cage and the Patriarchy taking on FTR, Daniel Garcia, with the help of Hechichero and Bryan Danielson.
Hechichero, yeah.
That's your Collision lineup over there, I guess. I don't know. We had Eddie Kingston defeating Brian Keith in a match that probably nobody watched.
Brian Keith got a contract after that.
All right. Bryan Danielson obviously won that match. Hook versus the Outrunners, and I couldn't even find a picture of these guys, but obviously Hook is going to win that match. Serena Deeb going to continue to kick ass.
I like this match. It was good.
Yeah, no, this was a good match. Oh, of course, Serena Deeb's in it.
Technical match. Both women.
When Serena Deeb is in the match, you're going to get some wrestling.
But I'm not really impressed. She has some technical moves.
FTR picking up the win over Christian Cage, Luchasaurus.
Can I just say I am becoming this? First of all, let me just say two things. One, this may be Cash Wheeler's last match. Two, I am impressed of Nick Wayne. He was very impressive in this match. All the spots he was doing were clean. Let's see if he can keep this up. But he really shined in this match. I liked it.
Hey, man. I don't think you're ever going to see Marty Jannetty with both his feet. Marty's going to keep his feet, from what I know. And you can take that to the dirt sheets. Let them know. You heard it here first on Wrestling with Savage, and that's straight from the source.
This is bigger than the press conference.
All right. I probably shouldn't have even said that, but it is what it is.
Hey,
man. It's his life. He can do what he wants. He's Marty Jannetty, man. He's the fucking man, and Marty Jannetty is a fucking legend. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Decisions to make.
Absolutely. So Collision, Rampage,
Collision
watchable this week.
Collision wasn't bad. The Danielson Chichero match. I like the freaking Nick Wayne with Cage. That was pretty good.
Woo! What a way to kick off a professional. What a way to kick off a professional wrestling match. Now I know my colleague here, Jay, hated this garbage. He hated it, but I thought these guys did very good. They were on TV for like 35 minutes, Jay. It was a good TV match. Now the finish, however, I thought was a little. I don't know. I mean. What do you think, Jay? I'm curious because I see you're itching over there. We got a main event now at Revolution, triple threat.
Oh, man. I can't believe this. Okay, for the experts out there that agree with Jay, listen to this. When you have a death match that was basically almost match of the year to me in my eyes in AEW, I don't know what else. There probably was another match. You have to live to those expectations. You cannot just follow a match like this. This match was not even remotely interesting. Come on, let's be real, folks. Let's be real. None of the spots they did I actually see Hangnail Adam Page with his beer belly just roll over a table that broke? I mean, come on. The silliness, the spots. I got Nana dancing outside, for God's sakes. What the hell is going on here? I didn't think it was a great match. You need to have a great match. You can't have a mediocre match like this. That's what I saw tonight. I found it shocking that all of a sudden Paige is going to be the heel out of this. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect him to also have this weird looking mustache, but hey, if the Young Bucks have it, why not Paige? I hope this is the end of it. Unfortunately, it's not. It's going to continue, and I really feel that egos are in play behind the scenes. Why does Paige has to infiltrate himself in the world title picture? That's it. It's garbage. Pure garbage. And the finish was bad. What the?
This guy thinks he's a peg warmer.
We all saw that coming.
Thinks he's a peg warmer.
Well,
Jay, if you'll let me talk a little, I'll just say this. I thought Swerve did a good job towards the end of the match, really selling those injuries. He looked really impressive out there in the end. I believed it. It looked like he really hurt his foot. It looked like he hurt his, it looked like it was hurt for a second. I mean, he sold things so well that's why I'm telling you it was a very good TV match. There were some good moments in that match. And yes, it didn't live up to the last match, but of course it's not. They're not just going to give that away on Dynamite. That's going to be at the pay-per-view when they probably go nuts. It's a triple threat. I think triple threat, there's no rules. So it's probably going to be a hardcore triple threat match. Anyway, they're always going to pull out tables and do crazy shit anyway.
I'm not interested.
But here's the question. Does Samoa Joe come out on top?
It has to be. I'm not interested in triple
100%, right? Because there's no point in, letting one of these guys look bad in the match.
Like this. I am not going to let Swerve win the belt like this. No.
I think these guys are going to go to war and absolutely shred each other apart. But Joe's just going to pick up the pieces. Hangman and Swerve, it's a perfect setup for Joe.
I'm over it because I've seen these guys fought too many times. I'm over it. Really
you can't be over it. That's how rivalries are built. What do you mean? The Knicks and the Celtics play every year. The San Francisco 49ers play every team every year. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's a rivalry.
Do they play the Eagles all the time? No.
This is long-term storytelling, Jay.
They don't play them all the time. They'd be lucky to get 2 games in of the same team. In one
Listen,
season.
I don't know why you hate on this. You just hate on this because it's Hangman and Page, so I'm not even going to waste my time arguing.
You can't just say this was a good TV match after the last match they had. They have to live to expectations. This match didn't do it. It was mediocre.
It was better than 98% of what anybody else on the roster would have put up.
You didn't know what was going to come at the end? You didn't know? Come on. I know you had that in the back.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought Swerve was going to win.
No.
It looked like Swerve was going to win.
It can't be a DQ. It can't be a DQ. So what else you have? Time.
I don't know why you got to hate on the fact that I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed this match.
Forget about the match. Forget about the match. When did no DQs have time limits?
They said there was a time limit at the beginning of the match. They said it.
You go to PBW, they don't have time limits in hardcore matches or no DQs.
If anything, I think they lied about the time limit.
National TV.
What was the time limit? 30 minutes?
It's at 30 minutes. I had 34.
The shit ended at like 9:35-ish.
I had 34 minutes. I clocked 34.
Well, with the entrances and the dancing and everything else, yeah.
34. I don't know. If you had a match in your life, Savage, and I'm completely wrong,
if you are
no DQ time,
hear me out.
Let me know.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I know you can't comprehend this.
I just want you to hear the question.
I heard the question, but see, if you're a fan of Swerve Strickland, or if you're a fan of Hangman Adam Page, there's no way you didn't enjoy this 35 minutes of television.
I'm not even talking about the match. I'm talking about if there's.
I'm talking about the story.
I'm talking about the wrestling promotions, worldwide, indies, whatever you want to call it, whatever promotion. Did a no DQ time limit? Does that exist? Those rules exist together. Time limit and no DQ between 2 wrestlers.
If they announce it, whatever they announce is the rules, Jay. They tell you at the beginning of the match.
Nah, man.
What do you mean, nah, man? Yeah.
That's why you love
Monday night. You're telling me Monday Night Raw didn't have hardcore matches with time limits? Is that what you're telling me? Are you out of your mind?
Are you kidding me? What? The Mick Foley's in the back in the 90s?
They all had time limits.
Are you kidding me?
They all had time limits.
They didn't have time limits when he fought the Outlaws.
If it was a match, you are so stubborn. It's not even funny. If it was a match that started in the ring, it has a time limit. That's what you're not getting. You're thinking about all the hardcore matches where they're fighting all night long for the hardcore title.
Howard Finkel said there's a no DQ time limit match. Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
They would say this is a no disqualification match with a time limit of 20 minutes. Coming out now, it is Jake the Snake Roberts and Andre the Giant.
I'm not the only one that says no time limit. Come on.
They said it back in the day.
I'm gonna listen.
Howard Finkel, you didn't watch.
Listen to this. Every wrestler moving forward, I'm going to ask the question.
You didn't even watch Howard Finkel. You didn't watch Howard Finkel live. I did.
I'm going to say that. Every wrestler we have moving forward, I'm going to be like, what do you think of time limits and no DQ?
All right. How many times have you listened to Howard Finkel? How many times have you listened to Howard Finkel announce a match in your lifetime?
Savage, this is not a regular match.
Here we go.
You're trying to point.
I'm done. I'm done.
No DQ.
Who gives a shit? Look at this. This match was fucking sick, man. Now you're making me curse. You're pissing me off.
Where he used his beer belly and he broke the table.
That shit was a good spot too, man. It was real. Look, Samoa Joe's pissed off. He comes out. He says, "You know what? I don't give a shit what you try to do. You're not taking this title from me. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to screw me. You don't want me to be your champion. But guess what? You don't. It's not your choice.
It's not TV anymore. It's not even on TV anymore. You know, I've realized when you're the AEW champion, you're less on TV.
That's not true. MJF was on TV for like 40 minutes a week.
And what was he doing? Mostly backstage segments or coming out.
So what? He's getting a paycheck. Stop hating.
Oh, God, Sam. Oh, my God.
It's all about making money, you little shit.
You love some more. Look,
it's about making money. It's about making money. That's what he's doing right now. He's making money.
You watched it. Yeah.
We have the Virtuosa coming out with Deonna Purrazzo over here. Well, no, she is Deonna
Exactly.
Purrazzo.
It shouldn't be a time limit. Exactly.
Tony Storm, Red Velvet.
Keep it coming.
It's still a good match. Tony Storm, Red Velvet. What'd you think about this match? Go on, Jay. Come on, make it quick.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you, this was a good match. I liked it. It showed me that Tony Storm could be technical, especially leading up to a match with Deonna Purrazzo. Now, listen, I still think it's fast for Purrazzo to get a title shot against Tony Storm that she's new. She only had 3 matches, for God's sake, she's the #1 contender. But let's face it, there's really nobody. I said this earlier, Savage, when you started your breaking news, that basically there's a lack of AEW women's roster, and we don't have nobody. So that's why we put in Deonna. I still don't think she's going to win the belt against Storm because she's doing amazing work. She should be Woman Wrestler of the Year in 2020.
Woman Wrestler of the Year?
Yes, timeless Tony Storm, because their character's way over. I think her time is due. And with that being said, let's see what happens when Mercedes Monae come. Maybe Tony Storm could be dethroned. I personally think.
Thank you, RJB. Even though it was a #1 contenders match, it shouldn't have a time limit.
No time limits and no DQ.
Bullshit. It's on TV. It needs a time limit. It's not a pay-per-view.
Every wrestler moving forward.
Boo. All right, Tony Storm, though, phenomenal segment at the end of the match, by the way. Yeah. It was a good match. Made Tony look strong as shit. And I love the way she set up the submission and really was taunting Deonna right there, not letting go. They went black and white in it. Very well done. She's being produced correctly. Tony Storm is an example of a wrestler that is being handled the right way. She's given creative freedom to go out there and do her thing, and she's making magic, Jay.
Did you see the taunting of the 2 kisses Storm did? That was like beautiful work. And the snuff that Deonna did. I'm interested. I'm more interested in this than the title match.
They look great here. I wouldn't mind if Deonna beats Tony and then Tony beats Deonna and then Deonna beats Tony. Let them beat the shit out of each other. Let them beat the shit out of each other for the rest of the year. I'd love to see it. And I'm sure everybody else watching AEW would love to see that too. Deonna's great. She can be champ right now.
Not ready yet.
Oh, she's more than ready. Shut your ass up. You're not ready.
She can't defeat Timeless right now. It's just
of course she can. Of course she can.
Savage. No.
Of course she can. I'm Team Deonna on this one.
Is holding the division right now.
My money is on Deonna. She's serious business right now.
Deonna. She's my top 10, but I can't do it.
I agree with the collab over here. Time's up for the Timeless one. Time's up.
Come on, man. No.
Time's up, son.
That's like saying there's time.
Right. Go ahead, Jay. What the hell was this about?
Just setting up a match this Friday at Rampage, and I wasn't really interested. I think if you're gonna be a champion, you need to go single, not trios or tag. Just me. Oh, here comes another silly spot that the luchadors do every time they hit the ropes. They just fall and bust their ass. We have a trios match here. Savage's Groove, the Blackpool Combat Club versus the three luchadors. And let me tell you, I did not enjoy this match whatsoever. No spots did it for me. I'm not a fan of Moxley's style. Audio didn't impress me. And I found it funny that, really? You need to hit a low blow to beat three luchadors that don't even work for the company we never heard of in our lives? That's embarrassing.
Wow. Jay had a lot to say on this one. The match was definitely fast-paced, and they're making a big statement, I think, because at the end of the day, they're getting TV time on Collision, they're getting TV time on Rampage, they're getting TV time on Dynamite. So obviously, this faction, Tony Khan wants us to take very seriously. They're out here trying to make a statement, and Jay obviously doesn't care yet. We'll see.
I'm going to say...
Why I gotta get cut off? I can't talk. Holy shit!
You go ahead. I'm just going to say this to the chat because I want to put the focus on the chat right now. Listen, I'm just going to say this. A fight to the draw. You know what's even more silly? That Tony Schiavone got a call from Tony at the end of the match. Really?
Baby!
Really? So Tony Khan said, let's just have a triple threat, now 5 more minutes? Really?
So you're done with this. You're done with this match. You didn't care for this match.
I'm done with the thing.
How about Mr. Adam Cole, baby?
Savage, you can't tell me you like a guy sitting down that's injured just watching a guy get beat up. This was like embarrassing to me. How desperate are they to just pull out all the stars out there to get ratings?
Adam, you hear that, brother? You hear what Jay's saying about you? You know what I'm going to tell Jay? Adam Cole can do whatever the hell Adam Cole wants. He's the devil. Have some respect for the devil.
Oh, come on.
Have some respect for the devil.
No, let me tell you something who ruined the devil. Us. All of us. All AEW fans. By
the way, you're wearing the wrong
we
shirt.
Wanted the devil so fast. We wanted
the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl.
He was injured. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I got to support my team. I got to fly to Vegas. I'm out there. I'm supporting the 49ers. I got Purdy.
Are you supporting this guy?
Can you just see that if you do a close-up on his eyes, he's reading the cue cards, ladies and gentlemen. Just zoom into his face and his eyes. You're seeing that he's reading the cue cards. Well, let's talk about the news, Savage. You want to go first or you want me to hit it?
I have someone that actually could cover New Japan. Maybe we have to give Travis a call.
Yeah, he loves that shit.
He loves that
shit. You want to get your take on Tony Khan or should I?
Collab, would you like me to let Travis start hosting a show on Thursdays covering TNA, MLW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling? Because he watches all of them.
You can cover it, Collab.
Maybe you want to
cover like Collab,
maybe he can cover it. Yeah, but am I saying it right? Is it Collab or Khalid?
Because I like Collab. It's like collaboration. Hold on. It's probably Khalid, right?
Collab or Khalib?
It's Khalid. I think it's good.
Khalib.
I think I'm saying it.
I'm gonna stick with Khalid.
I like Collab.
Collab's pretty cool too. I don't know.
All right.
He said, "Hell yeah!" Though maybe it's Caleb.
Oh, okay.
Caleb. Okay.
Caleb.
I'm gonna just start calling you K.
I was thinking the C, but okay. K. Gotcha.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Okay. Did you care about Tony Khan's announcement, Caleb? How about you, Jay? Did anybody else in the chat care about Tony Khan's big announcement? Which, by the way, was this. Cool. This was the announcement. Big business coming to you in Massachusetts. It's going to be big business, and it's going to change the entire professional wrestling industry.
Savage, do you think this was good? The announcement, the name of the venue, where is it taking place? Do you think this was all good? Even if it wasn't spoiled. Let's just say you didn't read the
He might as well have come out and said, my big announcement is that I just wiped my ass. Because I don't give a shit about big business. We already know. Everybody knows. And now you're just giving it away. Oh, yeah, big business. It's definitely not Sasha Banks making her debut. What am I, stupid? Come on.
Oh, my
Now you
God.
take away your surprise factor. You could have had her come out at Revolution.
I would agree. I would have done that.
You have her come out at Revolution. How is this a big announcement? First of all, why can't this guy hold on to his load, Jay? Just has to.
Know. Is it for the ratings? Does he want to do CM Punk numbers? Is that what it is? Is this why we have this special Saturday?
That's Tony Khan right there. Every time he gets something, he's like, I can't hold on.
Oh, man. When I saw the name, I thought it was horrible. I really did. I was like, wow. Might as well just put Mercedes out there. I mean, business.
This isn't, I mean, I'm happy that she's coming and whatever, but like I would have rather it been a surprise.
Yeah.
You know what it is, though? He needs to do this just to sell some seats at TD Garden. How about that? That's probably why. Oh, yeah, it's going to be big business at TD Garden in Boston.
How do you present her now? Like, how does that happen? If she's not going to come out at all, which we all know until that day, how do you present her?
I don't know. Like I said, to me, it's already ruined. They should have just had her come out at Revolution and like do something crazy. Now, let me say this about Takeshita, all right? Let's just stop all the bullshit about big business, because you want to know what I think big business is? I think it's this man in the ring right here, Takeshita, who would come out, have a match against Chris Jericho, and I love this match. I thought this was actually performance of the night for Takeshita only, because he was doing shit. He almost killed Chris Jericho with that blue power bomb, blue thunder bomb off the top rope, man. Jericho like got killed. Sammy looked good. I love that Hobbs took a real chair shot to the face. He didn't even put his hands up, Jay. I don't know if you noticed that. My man took that shit.
I didn't have time.
Don't matter. Jericho didn't miss any of his spots. He's jumping off the top rope with a freaking mess. Jericho, listen, he's the Ocho. He's the Ocho. I don't care. I didn't see anything you saw. The Jericho was perfect. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. The Ocho, though, took the L to Takeshita because Takeshita, say it again. Takeshita made Chris Jericho tap out. He made Chris Jericho tap out to his own submission. And this guy right here, Takeshita, he, to me, is someone that I put the title on tomorrow. He is someone who I say, Don Callis and Takeshita, go to work. Assassinate the entire roster, because that's how good this kid is. 6'4", Japanese. The best Japanese wrestler in the world today. Better than anyone at New Japan. Better than anyone in WWE or TNA. And that is a fact. He is possibly, truly what they call him, man. He is the alpha. He is the alpha. He's an apex predator, man. Wild how good this kid is. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead and shit on Chris Jericho.
What's up, Jake? How's it going, buddy? Welcome. Listen, Caleb, Savage, you are out of your freaking minds. What I saw was an embarrassment tonight from Chris Jericho. That's right, an embarrassment. Did you see the part where he puts the mask on, he gets on the turnbuckle, he can't see, so he does a crossbody and he hits nothing but the mat. Talk about he was perfect. What about the roll-up he tried to counter with Takeshita? He couldn't even
I don't know what you speak of. The Ocho's perfect.
What about Takeshita doing a flip on the outside that didn't even hit Chris Jericho? I mean, what about the ugly code breaker? What about that Jericho is running out of breath every 2 minutes? No matter what spot it is, from the beginning of the match to the end, he was just out of breath. Listen, you guys are kidding yourself. Yeah, he's a legend. I don't want to hear all that crap, all right? The time is up. I've been saying it to certain wrestlers, and we're going to get into the next match about that. But I've been saying it. When your time's up, it's up. Just give it up. And why are we seeing this, Savage? This should be going on for 1.5 years, almost 2 years. Are you kidding me? What are we waiting for, Kenny to come back?
Look at Jericho go.
Yeah, there he goes. Oh, but you didn't show where he had nothing but squat.
What are you talking about? It's perfect. All these pictures are showing you perfection. Look at Jericho go. Look at him. Look at the Ocho in the air, mid-air, coming down off the top rope. And that bump he took from Takeshita, that blue thunder bomb off the top rope.
God.
Did you see Jericho's head?
Did you see the announcer saying he has whiplash?
Did you see Jericho's head? Did you see Jericho's? Dude, this bump right here, this was the bump. This was off the top rope. Dude, Jericho's head hit that mat so damn hard. If he didn't get a concussion, I can't even like understand how.
You have to spin though. He didn't even spin. He just went like 90.
All right, now we're at our main event, Jay. We're at our main event. Sting's championship opportunity, his chance to claim his 25th title in his career. He's tag teaming with his best friend. He's tag teaming. That's not what he said. That's what I said because I know the history. But Darby Allin, his best friend right now in the world, they're killing it, right? In tag team division, they got their shot against Ricky Starks and Big Bill on Dynamite tonight, main event. But there he is. I want you to look at him real quick. Tesna. His name is Tesna. And Don Callis. Don Callis, besides me, the best manager in this business. Don Callis and Tony Khan. Give the keys to the kingdom to Don Callis and Takeshita. They deserve it. They're there. Takeshita is a killer.
Who keeps a screwdriver in their pocket?
Killer. He's a killer. Killers do. All right, we got Sting and Darby Allin. We got Ricky Starks, absolute Ricky Starks, and Big Bill. And they're coming out. They're going to defend their titles against the legend, the icon. And Sting right away going out to the top. Big Bill did this weird thing where he licked his palm and he did a little like dance or shimmy or some shit. I don't know. But this maniac Sting still doing this shit. They barely even caught his ass. And my man just gets... Yeah.
I wish you could go like slower to the drop.
Yeah, this guy just gets up like it's nothing, and the match goes on. And then Big Bill over here doing the big man spots, making Darby look like a munchkin from like Chocolate Land or whatever the hell, Willy Wonka Land. Yeah, you making him look like an Oompa Loompa in the ring, just dragging him and tossing his ass. And then he's beating the hell out of Sting. It was great. Sting gets some payback, does this nice spot, sends Ricky over. Sting takes his own finisher. And then Sting it back up and just killing people again. Stinger splash out of nowhere. Darby Allin with a code red or whatever the hell he calls that version of it. Sting over here trying to make Ricky tap out. Ricky would grab the ropes. Obviously, rope break isn't going to count in the Tornado tag team match. And Darby Allin was taking some wild bumps. Ricky took a wild bump, and these guys go through the table. This was wild, too. Ricky hits Sting with a spear. This is what happens. Let's take a good look at this. Ricky hits Sting with a spear, and then Sting just wins the tag team titles. Yeah, look at his sons. His sons are huge.
They look exactly like him, man.
Crazy.
Especially that kid on the right.
Yeah, kid on the right's ready to like get in the ring and kill somebody, bro.
Junior there. Jesus.
That was nice to see. I think that's like one of the first times I've ever seen him. Might have been the first.
We all know why they were there.
Oh, Sting's awesome anyway, but you know what? Go ahead, Jay. Tell us what happened here with these maniacs.
And Matthew and Nicholas come out dressed in white with their bats, just beating up Sting, his boys, and Darby Allin. And I gotta say, this was very much needed after a match like that. Definitely got major heat, the Young Bucks. To me, it's like RJB, you know, he said he saw it a mile away, Savage. I saw it when they first aired the package of how they wanted to be tag champs. I think that was just a giveaway. And we all saw what happened when the Bucks came out on that episode. They made their return, and they were staring down Sting and Darby Allin. You know, I'm not, you know, when you give it away like that, just like when you do the big business, it kills it for me, man. I think they could have, I think certain people in AEW that wear the hats, which I do not know, they're playing checkers instead of playing chess. I think you could have done things a little more meaningful instead of just laying it out. And that's what I've been seeing lately. And this is why I get disgusted at the product when I see stuff that, wow, this is really great TV, but you ruined it for me because I knew this was going to happen. And I knew that the match was going to take place at Revolution. It was even said by the parties. So that's how I feel about it. But I'm not going to crap on the match. Savage is one of his last matches. I thought it was decent. I just can't believe this crazy SOB decided to dive. I really thought he was going to hit his head. That's why I was laughing. But I mean, you know, he's slow paced. He walks slow. And let me just point everybody out. Yes, he's a legend, but he cannot have matches. Why do you think I never saw a tag team AEW belt be defended in a tornado tag? That just tells you where Sting's stamina is at. And it's not really that. It's not great.
Here's the question, though. Are the Young Bucks taking the title from Sting?
Yes.
I think Sting has, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, EVP trigger is a great move. Yeah, it's good. I like the name.
It's a good move. I got no problem with that move. No,
Instead
the
of
Young Bucks.
EVP.
I think the Young Bucks right now are doing the best stuff of their career. They're believable. They're believable. Their character work has reached a new level. They've evolved into better, more confident characters that are going to come back right now and have a title reign that is going to be very good. And it's going to help build up another tag team that's going to come, which I don't know who it's going to be.
They remind me of Chris Jericho when he wore a suit, when he had the feud with Michaels over the belt. That's how I see their characters, exactly like Jericho. And
Tony
Jericho
Khan's in the house right now. He says, ladies and gentlemen, I have an important announcement. Ryback is in All Elite. Well, you probably just lost 100,000 people and gained 20,000.
Maybe 600. That's like 6 WrestleManias.
Sadly, Sting is a transitional champion. I wouldn't even call it that. I think that they're just trying to send him off with his roses. He goes into the event as a champion. He puts over the Young Bucks, passes the torch to these guys.
Here's the thing. This is what I also don't like. Should he really take the fall? Now,
here's the real question: how many years before Sting? How many years before we get another pay-per-view called Sting's Last Match?
I think this is it, but I don't think he should take the loss. He took a loss at WrestleMania. He took a loss against Seth Rollins, almost ended his career. He comes back, he's going to take a loss to the Bucks. That's how you want to end it? That reminds me of Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin. Oh my God. I thought I could elevate Baron Corbin. And now look, he's in NXT for God's sakes.
Wouldn't it be great if Darby just turned on Sting at the beginning of the match and just like beat the shit out of him?
That'd be really cool for Darby to get heat.
And then that sets up Sting's actual last match against Darby Allin.
How many last matches?
He's got to have one more. He's got to have one more. He was going to retire, but now he can't retire because Darby Allin's a piece of shit. And I'm going to teach you a lesson, you little punk. In Wembley.
How much does the Stadium of Revolution hold?
I think Gianna makes a good point.
Does it hold a lot?
I think so.
Well, that would be really awesome, man.
Darby will give Sting his own loss, man. Yeah, I like that call. I don't got a problem with that.
He ain't gonna elevate him.
I can elevate anybody, but whatever, man. Darby's as big of a star he's gonna get right now. He already got the rub off Sting. That Sting rub is only gonna take you as far as it's gonna take you. Wherever it took him right now, that's where he is. He got the rub.
Oh God!
Everything he does now is on him from now on. Sting's on his way out. Darby's career is going to take a turn right now, and we're all going to find out if Darby Allin is going to be. Can Darby Allin become AEW World Champion after all?
Oh, please stop, Savage! Stop!
It's a question. What do you mean? He's one of the pillars.
I think you've been playing Fight Forever for a long time.
No, I don't play Fight Forever, man. I don't play Fight Forever.
Price drop. Should get it.
I wonder where AEW is going to be during WrestleMania week. I wonder, are they going to be in the Philadelphia area? Are we going to see the stars?
That's how they are. That's how they think. So they must.
SmackDown. What was the weekly winner for you, Jay? Was it SmackDown? Was it Dynamite? Was it Collision? Monday Night Raw?
I'm going to say none. And don't even get me started with Smack. I can't even believe this was horrible for me, for my eyes. Can't even believe I saw this. Can't even believe it covered it. Horrible. And he's still playing the slides.
Well, what was your weekly winner?
None. How can I have a winner of what they did to Cody? We want Cody.
I'm talking about professional wrestling. What was your favorite show from last week?
None. Until we get the match. Until we see what's tomorrow. Tomorrow is where big business is. We're going to see. Roman Reigns just landed, Savage.
That's pretty funny that you said that. That's good. No pun intended, right?
Do you know what Roman was wearing when he landed in Vegas? Who's wearing a jacket? Wearing this. 49ers. That's what we're going for. Let us know what you think in the chat. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Is the Kansas City Chiefs or the San Francisco 49ers? Who is going to win? Let us know.
This is what I was trying to get to this.
You're still torturing.
Look who's here. The Rock and Roman. Everybody wants to talk about it. Dude, stop worrying about it. Let them finish the story. WWE is running on all cylinders right now. But at the end of the day, here's what I say. Here's my prediction. My prediction is that Roman Reigns walks out of WrestleMania, the WWE undisputed Universal Champion of the world. And it doesn't matter if The Rock is there. It doesn't matter if Cody Rhodes is there.
What if Rock steps to the side, says, no, Cody, here, I'd be somewhat of an enforcer, guest referee in the match. I screw Cody. Roman wins. Cody gets more over than ever since The Rock screwed him.
Could happen, man. It really could happen. It's just crazy right now.
That could be awesome.
Look at that.
Because think about it. When he lost last year, I think, look, for me personally, I think since he lost WrestleMania 39 to where he is now, I think he's more over than what he was when he was challenging for Roman last year. Does that make sense? Yeah. I mean, I truly feel that. So if The Rock screws Cody, it will even get him even more over. The biggest baby face in any promotion, in my eyes, is Cody Rhodes, period, hands down.
I know Cody Rhodes is all-time hot right now. Probably the hottest star in WWE, except for The Rock right now, who's selling more merch than him. But
can we talk about Scott D'Amore just getting fired from TNA today?
Yeah, what was that about?
I'm hearing
he already got a new job, right? He just got hired by XPW, Extreme Pro Wrestling in New Jersey.
I seen them. But I personally feel that they just wanted to keep him in house. So let's clear the house. Was that a good thing? I don't know, Savage, because he had a lot of connections with wrestlers, and they all been saying good things about how he would pretty much save TNA or Impact, whatever you want to call it.
Well, he definitely took it to what it is now.
Yeah.
But maybe they might just be doing a recruitment thing and saying, you know what? We need you to do something else. You did it before. We need you to do it again. Go find new talent and feed us. Feed us talent. Don't think he's not going to go to XPW and be sending people to TNA. I might have to visit XPW with one of my clients.
I wouldn't really fire him like that. I would have liked to demoted him, but fired?
Oh, maybe they wanted to make some headlines and just get some attention.
But the thing is, they put already somebody that has no experience in professional wrestling business. So it's like, okay, this is somebody from your company. Like let's say TKO. Oh, it's somebody from TKO. If I'm a wrestler and they need to come for you to book him,
who knows? I don't know. I don't even keep up with TNA, bro. Maybe I'll watch it now because when I was watching it, I'm not impressed with Scott D'Amore.
I didn't need him to be on TV, but I truly feel behind the scenes, like you said, Savage. I feel like he kind of saved Impact from being out of business a few years back. I gotta give the credits due. Taylor Swift, oh God, yes, go Niners. Jesus,
what's going on with the NFL right now? What are the odds right now?
Everybody in Vegas is in Vegas. You got Usher. Swift is coming on Sunday night. Who else is there? There's freaking Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Pat McAfee, The Rock, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair, Bailey. Everybody's there. You got Jerry Rice, Steve Young. The list goes on and on and on. The whole names of 8 celebrities in LA is there. And guess what, folks? If you haven't been to Vegas, let me tell you something. Vegas in California, it's only 4 hours away driving. It's not far. I could literally be a freaking Leonardo DiCaprio, get in my car, and drive 4 hours to get to the state.
Look at the NBA scoreboard. What do we got over here?
Everybody's there.
Damn, bro. NBA is crazy this year, bro. I can't even believe like
blowout,
when you look at the standings right now, it's like it's wild.
Yeah.
It's so different. First of all, why is this bugging out? See, it's like all acting all stupid.
It's all about football. Next week, celebrity. Can't wait for that. All-Star game. I don't know about the dunk savage. I don't like it no more.
But the dunk contest?
Yeah,
the dunk contest hasn't been good in a minute, man. Look, I'm clicking on standings and like, what the fuck is going on? Like, there we go.
It changed.
See, the Celtics in first place. That's normal. That's normal.
Not really. Not really.
Because their team was coming up, man. Their team's been coming up for a minute.
They got KP, and that's what happens.
They're the best team in the East right now, but we got the Knicks coming from behind, and they're not far off. They could still clinch a very high spot. You know, if Boston has a bad couple of weeks, Knicks could potentially be number one. They're tied for second right now.
Yeah, get players back. Gotta get players.
The fact that the Knicks have the same record as the Bucks just speaks volumes as to how far they've come. But the Bucks are scary. In my opinion, the Bucks are the super dark horse of the entire NBA right now because Damian is one of the Damon. It's too good.
They stop. They don't play defense.
They don't need to play defense when that guy can go off the way he does.
Nah,
guess what? Giannis is the best defensive player in the world. Anytime he wants to be, he just turns on the switch.
That's one player. I need my whole squad.
That one player can cover the entire court with two footsteps.
Dame doesn't play defense.
When it's game time, Giannis can play, bro. You can't count the Bucks out. Like, just because of Giannis. He's that big of a player.
I'm counting them out.
Giannis could go score 100 points any game he wanted to. Any game he wanted to.
But he's not doing it.
Okay, he's trying to play team.
And they got a new coach.
Hogging it.
And they got a new coach.
Doc Rivers, right?
Yeah, come on. We all know he's a loser.
He made the Celtics win a championship easy.
We all know he has the most losses in a game 7 in the playoffs. There's only one person.
Go to NFL.com. They don't even have the Super Bowl up here. What is this?
Well, look it up. Doc Rivers, most losses in game 7.
Hold on. What's going on the WWE website right now?
They would probably have a sale, free shipping over $30.
I heard Brock Lesnar stuff was 99% off. Is that true?
Savage, it's true. His merchandise is cut in half. There's barely anything on it. And do you see how they changed the cover? They changed the cover and put John Cena.
Free shipping, people. Oh, The Rock. Yeah, let's go buy his shit. Cody Rhodes, you can buy his shit. Look at all this shit you can buy. My God, they even have this shit. Look at this shit.
Wow, that's actually your shirt? Wow, that's
funny. Long-term storytelling.
I kind of want that. That's hot. I didn't know that was your shirt. I really didn't know. That's hot. I like that one.
Apparently, the calendar on NXT was like a real thing.
Yeah. It
sold out because they probably made like 500.
Yeah. That's a good shirt, though. $32? That's not bad, though. I like that. Look, half off.
Nah, it should be more.
Shit was $55, $32.
You want some socks? $7.99.
Wow, bro.
Oh, Brock Lesnar Undertaker pop. Ooh.
Oh, Undertaker's in it. That's why.
All right, hold on.
He's out. I'm telling you, they stripped him. Like, you can't find his ass.
Yo, I type in Vince, and this is the only thing that comes up.
Stephanie McMahon. Wow.
This is the last McMahon item on the website.
Yeah, we're never going to see the McMahons again, bro. I'm telling you.
This is the last McMahon. I got to take a screenshot of this because I'm going to make a story about this on Instagram tomorrow.
Listen,
this is the craziest day.
I'm just going to say, I truly feel when the McMahons come back on TV, they're going to be a special guest. Special guest.
I think 100% they will. I think 100% they will get back on TV, but it's going to take years.
Nah, not anytime soon, Savage.
Years.
Maybe more. They don't got years, man. You act like McMahon's going to live to 150.
McMahon's not going to die anytime soon. He's going to be around for like another 30 years.
Listen, he takes care of himself well, but I guess, do you hear what Lauren Litus is being a freaking rat? he's basically blaming it on McMahon. Do you hear about the latest Savage? A woman that she basically went to I could look up her name. Was a former wrestler, Savage. Back in the day, they went to Kuwait, when they do the tributes, and she said she got raped by a group of troops out there, and she told management. And
I heard Big Johnny knew.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. But he's saying that, no, I didn't know nothing. And McMahon, he said he knew, and he let McMahon know. Like, oh, man, yo, blah, 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 blah.
This is IGN now? This website's turned to shit.
Ashley Massaro. Sexual call came in 2016, Savage. 2016. She was drugged and assaulted by members of the U.S. Armed Forces during a WWE tour of Kuwait, as well as abuse at the hands of former chair Vince McMahon. WWE denied any knowledge of the claims following her suicide. That's right, suicide in 2019. With the recent Fallout sex trafficking, her claims have come up once again. Joan Litus' attorney has confirmed the former WWE executive and most upper-level management knew about her claim.
I read about that earlier today. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy. She killed herself, Savage. What if it's because they didn't do nothing because of this situation? You know how bad that looks?
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Man. It's terrible. Listen, God bless her soul, but if she really went out like that, Savage, that's horrible. We shouldn't even see McMahon no more, because that's just pure horrible. You bring it up to a company and they absolutely just put it under the rug. Like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, why didn't she go to the authorities?
Well, she did, Savage. She went to management. That's her job, bro. She was
but I mean, like, when she got back home, why didn't she call the cops?
That I don't know. I cannot answer that question for you.
Talking about like the real authorities, call the cops. And Leon the King TV, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you watching the show. Tony's awesome too. Samoa Joe's gonna have a good title run right now. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. I think I said it earlier in the night. Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland are gonna go to war. They're gonna kill each other, and Joe's gonna pick up the pieces and win that match of Revolution. I don't think Joe's losing the title for a while. Maybe not even this year. There's no reason. He's the perfect Samoan. You got a Samoan as champion at the E. You got to have one at the dub.
But the Attorney Swerve.
The dub.
Attorney Swerve as a face. We all saw it tonight.
Why they call it AE dub? Why can't they say dub E? I never hear anybody say dub E.
You know, I never heard the crowd just basically going up for anybody. You could throw a bone at the crowd that go, ooh. Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah, obviously. I mean, listen.
He silenced a lot of people. He silenced women too.
He's a powerful guy. He's got a lot of money. And you know what? The craziest thing, Jay. And if I tell you this, I know you're not going to believe me. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, Vince is walking away with a slap on the wrist.
I think it's just too late. This should have came up years ago.
He's got too much money, too many good lawyers. They'll keep this thing in trial for ages before anything comes back. And by the time it does come back, a settlement will be reached. Because the people that are suing him cannot financially match what Vince McMahon can do in legal fees and everything. They just can't.
The Me Too movement started in 2006. If these women had these allegations, they should have came out that year.
100%.
So,
but it is what it is. What are you going to do?
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you had all this time. What the hell are you waiting for?
That's what happens when you're a billionaire. Same thing happened to Bill Gates. Bill Gates is out here.
He didn't pay. Listen, he paid certain women, but he didn't pay every single one.
No. No one's saying that, man. No one's saying that.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. But you know what I am saying? I think it's time for me to go play some Warzone and kill some people.
Yeah.
You're going to watch a Super Bowl this weekend. You got the 49ers. They probably will win, but I can't count out Patrick Mahomes. As long as Mahomes is in the game, the Chiefs have a chance. That's all I can say.
This team lost 4 years ago. This has to be it.
We're going to find out this Sunday on the Super Bowl. And, of course, we have Elimination Chamber coming up in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
Big show. Obviously, Wrestling Universe is a big part of what I do every day here.
Down to see
You
what
just
happens.
watched a WWE Weekly Update yesterday. Today was the AEW Weekly Update. Coming up February 25th, Evil Intent, BPW. You're going to want to be there. Go to Pro Wrestling Tees and you can support Wrestling with Savage by picking up a t-shirt, or go to the YouTube page and you can there's a donation link there. And I never ask for donations, but my suits are not cheap. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
We got a question here. Are you gonna watch the Chamber live?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be watching the Chamber live.
And tell Marty we said hi from Caleb.
I definitely will tell Marty Jannetty you said hi as soon as he wakes up from his slumber. But this Saturday, if you're in Queens, New York, come on down to the Wrestling Universe. Justin Credible's going to be there. Chris Chetty's going to be there. Francine, Steve Corino, Jack Victory, Raven, Sandman, Todd Gordon, Sabu, and Rob Van Dam. I will be at ECW Day throughout the day multiple times. I'll be bringing them cakes and cookies and food and treats, and I'm going to take care of Rob Van Dam real nice. My boy Rob Van Dam's coming to Queens. I'm going to make sure he gets anything he needs. You can also meet Rikishi, Howard Johnson. You can meet a lot of people at the Wrestling Universe. Even Mick Foley. Yeah.
I heard he's losing 100 pounds so he can have a death match.
Yeah, I heard Mick Foley's going to have one last match, and it's probably going to be against Matt Cardona.
Is Colombo the guy that took that DDT that never hit at WrestleMania? That's him.
Yeah. WrestleCon, WrestleMania weekend. Savage will be there all weekend long. I'll be there with Teal Piper and Demios. I will be there with Marty Jannetty. And I have one more guest to announce, which I'll be announcing in just one more week.
Who is it?
Just one more week. Tony Gurria. Stan Hansen. That's someone you want to meet. May 5th. Guy's a legend, dude.
Everybody likes bull ropes. Cody, Stan Hansen.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Lost Cody. Yes, that would be really awesome.
You know who else is a legend? Savage. From Wrestling with Savage. Damn it to hell. All of you. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Jay, I'll see you next week. We're out of here.
We out. Enjoy.
Yes, let me feel it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live as a champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
I'm not even done yet. I don't care if Roman becomes a heel or a face or anything. It doesn't matter. Roman's not losing the title. Roman is not losing the title. It's not going to happen. He's Roman Reigns. He will beat Hulk Hogan's record. He will beat Bruno Sammartino's record. It's going to happen. And I'm telling you, it's concrete. It's concrete. Cody will not finish the story. God damn it. It won't happen.
Yes, let me feel it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live as a champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.